and you're gonna see me go from buff and stuff to broken rough in this episode because crap hit the fan this week. So in a second I'm about to show you everything that happened in the last 2 weeks, but this week I weighed in at 193 pounds and then my scale broke before I could actually record it, so we're only up about 1.5 pounds since the last weigh-in, and I'm hoping I can continue making it grow even though we have some things in the way now, some obstacles, but that's okay. As you'll see, this whole episode got derailed halfway through, so a lot of the stuff I was gonna put in here didn't get put in this episode, so you'll see what happens in a second, but I will have tons of awesome information in the next episode. We're gonna keep this 90-day muscle vegan challenge going. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you give it a thumbs up to support, and I hope you enjoy the episode. So last week I went for 225 pounds on squats. The week before last week I got 3 reps with it. Last week I got 6 reps with it, which means I was moving up the weight this week, and I went for 255 pounds, and I got 3 reps on the first set, 3 reps on the second set, and that means I would be moving up and trying to get a little bit more reps next week. All right, so last week on seated cable row, we got 250 pounds for 8 reps, I believe, which was a 2-rep PR from the previous week. And so that means that we're well past the top range of a strength set. And so that means I'm going to move up in weight, which is how I generally do it. I try to get to the top of the range and then I move up in weight. And then of course I'm gonna get a lot less reps. So this week I went for 265 pounds and I believe I got 5 reps, but they were kind of unclean. I would say like 3 of them were clean. The last 2 were pretty loose. So that means I'm just gonna keep trying to get next week 265 for 5 reps, but try to do it a lot cleaner. Then I'll start trying to move up in reps. So I actually dropped down after that first set just to see if I could test myself with it. And then I went down to 250 again, and then I ended up getting 8 or 9 reps. So I did 1 strength set and then I did 1 kind of medium high volume set just because I wasn't feeling good enough and tight enough to continue pushing with that strength set. Also this week I really wanted to show you guys an interesting bicep exercise that I really like. Basically it helps to pin your shoulders back. So if you have shoulder issues, if you internally rotate, if you find yourself actually having issues with your shoulders while you're curling, maybe you like get a little pain in there, this might help you a lot. Find a seat where you have a back. You can usually use like a preacher curl seat. That way you can turn the opposite way and use the pad as your shoulder pads. And you just press your elbows and your shoulders backwards so that they're set and don't stop pressing them backwards. And then this one is really fun. It's a hammer curl, but you start at the top of the movement and then you let one hand down each time while keeping the other arm completely contracted. You will not be able to use a ton of weight compared to your usual curls because it burns like crazy. And remember, you also do want to stay tight. Don't let your shoulder drop forward. You want to keep it back the whole time. So if you are letting your shoulder drop forward at any point in the exercise, drop the weight, because this one is about really getting a squeeze in your bicep and your forearm. If you aren't feeling it in there, then drop the weight a little bit. But if you try this, I guarantee you're gonna start doing this in your bicep days all the time. It's amazing.
So when ribs are offset, ribs attach all the way around to the spine. And essentially, if the vertebrae is somewhat subluxated, then the head of the rib, where it goes into the sternum, can be slightly raised, and essentially all the tissue in there kind of gets a little angry and upset and shuts down, doesn't want to grant you range of motion because your body thinks that you're an injury. So if we make sure that the tissue around it chills out and that the rib head is set in the right space, the symptomology that comes from the fascia shutting down, that like the pain in raising your arm or full breath kind of sets it off, then you're able to get the whole area to chill out and it will function as normal.
So I don't have my camera with me, but this just happened. Damn it! So this doesn't really matter to me. Well, so what happened was we're playing soccer tennis. I went for a high ball and my landing foot missed the ground, so I just went down and landed on my face. And luckily we didn't get any teeth or anything like that, but I did land on my wrist and it hurts pretty bad, and I can't move it in a certain direction. So I'm gonna ice it and hopefully we'll be able to lift at some point this week, but it may be kind of crunched and it may stop me from lifting. But I thought I would film so you guys can see right afterwards. You go hard, you go home.
Damn it.
Do you see it going through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the good news about this pisiform is that we don't do anything about it besides give it time, and it'll take about 6 weeks to heal though.
Okay.
So
So while I have injuries, I respect them. I do not go and try to undercut how long they say to heal or anything like that, but I do try to do as best as I can with vitamins and minerals and supplements and everything that I can do to make it faster. So I am taking this raw grain superfood for him. So my lens won't zoom in far enough for this, but it's got vitamin A, C, D, E, K, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, riboflavin, biotin, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, molybdenum, probiotics, all this good stuff, and that's gonna help me, as well as I've gotten myself kind of like a bone strengthening supplement. So this has got vitamin C, D3, K1, calcium, manganese, magnesium, zinc, copper, potassium, eproflavone, bromelain, boron, and L-lysine. All these things I read on the internet are really good for bone breaks and have good reviews about it helping people who have had fractures and bone breaks. So I'm really excited to supplement with these because I'm hoping that it can make it a little bit faster and a little bit stronger. So you might be thinking, damn, Brian, you're gonna be out of the gym for 4 to 6 weeks. Well, it's not true. I'm actually gonna be hitting leg days. I just won't be doing things where I have to hold the barbell like squats or deadlifts. I also will still be actually hitting upper body, which is gonna be exciting. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that next week. I'm experimenting with a few different things like straps that I'm gonna be using attached to my cast. Don't worry, I am being very cautious and being very sure not to hurt or extend my injury, but there's no reason for me to stay out of the gym. I can still do chest flies, I can still do certain back exercises, and for sure I can get my biceps and my triceps in. So I'm excited to show you guys all of that in the next video. Right now I am just trying out hack squats right here because I haven't done this exercise in a long time. I ended up going up to 2 plates and a quarter and did it for sets of 10 for about 6 sets, and I'll just be moving that up as I go forward. I really truly apologize that this video was much shorter than I expected. There is a lot of stuff I planned to pack into this video, but it all got derailed. So next video I will have tons of different tips, so make sure you tune into my next progress video and make sure that you are still pushing yourself as well. I want to hear about how your progress is going in the comments. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. If you would support me, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die MIRIN, motherfucker. Team Beyond the Week. CT. Lift heavy